What's going on, traders, and welcome again to another live operation for this awesome channel, guys. So today we have a very beautiful live trade running. We have less than 3 minutes for this trade to run out, and of course I'm going to explain everything about this live operation so you can learn and also apply the same when you trade. So now, if you are new here, this is what we do right here on the channel. Every single day we trade, we take live trade, and we do our best to explain everything about live operations so you can use this information to start to better your trading and start making consistent profit from the binary options market. All right, so if you find value in content like this or you are interested in transparency, make sure to hit that like button, and of course drop a comment down below if you are going to be learning something beautiful today. Now, let me quickly walk you through what I saw that made me to place this trade. Of course, if you look, you will see that this right here is a very beautiful minor retracement phase, which means that we're having price moving in direction of the buyers. And of course, if you zoom out, you also see that the overall trend is a downtrend. That means our trade should be running in direction of the sellers. All right. Now, if you also look at this if you zoom in, you also see that this right here is a very beautiful red candle closing inside of my zone. So that right there is the trigger that made me to enter this very beautiful trade. Of course, we have few minutes more for this trade to finish, less than 1 minute actually. And of course, we explain everything about this trade. But why this trade runs, let me quickly walk you through my mindset. Of course, I have done my best to analyze the market, and of course I've placed my trade, and that's everything needed to be done. Now, whatever happens with this trade is only going to be just a data point. Of course, that's all, right? So we don't marry trade right here. We only take trade, and of course we do our best to analyze and enter the trade accurately and wait for everything to play out. This is the right mental model you need to develop so that you can start to be resilient and purposeful in the binary options game. You don't have to marry a trade. That's why we recommend that you have a journal to be able to journal your trade and of course learn from the mistakes that you make, and of course use those mistakes to better your trading. All right, so we have less than 20 seconds for this trade to finish, and of course hopefully we win this trade. And of course, we will explain everything about this very live operation. Make sure to hit the like button. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you're live, guys. We have just won this very beautiful trade. So make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy content like this. And of course, we do our best to explain everything about this very live operation. Before we do that, it will interest you to know that we have a beautiful Telegram group where we give away all our signals every single day. For those of you who are very busy, you have no time to trade, but you want to consistently make profit from the game, make sure to join us right there. We give all our signals 100% for free. Join us, let's trade and let's make profits together. If you're also interested in being a part of our mentorship program, so we can show you how we trade, so you'll be able to make this type of trade and profit also, make sure to join that Telegram channel. We're keeping the link below on the comment section, and of course we'll show you everything you need to profit from all these type of strategies. All right, that being said, I want you to look at this trade at the time that we place this trade, and of course see how beautiful price has gone in the direction of our trade. This is what you can start enjoying starting today if you understand how to use price action well. All right, so that's why we encourage everybody to learn how to use pure price action to start trading. You know, people talk about indicators, people talk about robot, but these things do not work in the long run. If you really want to be a profitable binary options trader, which means you want to be able to make decisions that are going to be ending up in profit back to back, you need to learn how to use price action. All right, so make sure you learn. We have a lot of videos on the channel where you can learn how to trade the binary options market with price action perfectly well. So make sure to check all those videos and start learning starting today. All right, so more important than this beautiful win is the why. Why have I placed this trade, and what can you do to start profiting from this very beautiful strategy, right? This is just a simple breakout strategy. We've had videos on this very strategy multiple times on this very channel, so you can also watch all these videos and learn, and of course become profitable. All right, if you look at this market, you will see that the price were moving strongly, aggressively in direction of the sellers, because price kept moving downward. All right, that being said, we want to wait for the areas, or want to wait for the period of the time of the market when the buyers will step in for a while and move the price a little bit upward. All right, so those are the gold in the market. Those are the time where we can look to capitalize and of course look for areas to enter the market. So this is a typical example of a retracement phase, which means that the price now is moving opposite of the major trend. The overall trend, the downtrend, now we're having a minor uptrend, which means that price is moving in direction of the buyers for a while, because right here is the low, we have a high here, we have some, you see, some higher lows, of course, even though we're having some equal highs right here. Now, having identified this, the next thing we want to do is to draw a trend line on the support level, making sure that you see the areas where price kept respecting back to back to back. And of course, that right there is the structure that we should be looking at. Then the next thing we want to wait for is a pure breakout on the support level, which means that buyers has lost control on this minor scale right here. This is the period where buyers stepped in, but right on this very beautiful candle, the buyers lost the market, which means that price closed below, sellers taking charge, and of course that's where we have entered our trade, and of course this trade ended up in profit. All right, so this is everything about this very live operation. We are not saying that you will be profitable 100% with the strategy, but you can be profitable over 90% of the time, because this strategy has proven to work back to back to back. All right, now you want to understand that trading or knowledge comes with practicing, it comes with showing up every day, it comes with you being resilient, you being consistent, and that's how you can eventually become profitable. All right, if you show up for a day and you are off again for another 5 days, you show up for 1 week and you are off for 3 months, you won't be able to get the knowledge perfectly. You want to show up every day back to back to back for a long time, and of course you become used to the strategies, you become used to the market, you start to see things clearly, and of course you become better. All right, showing up every day, practicing does not make you perfect. I can assure you that there is no perfection when it comes to trading, but if you show up every day, you can eventually become better. You can become eventually better than 90% of the people who are currently trading and struggling in the binary options market. So today's lesson is pretty simple. You want to wait for a perfect retracement phase. You'll be able to draw a perfect trend line, and of course wait until you have a pure breakout. And of course, make sure you trade in direction of the trend, which means you need to understand the overall trend. That is all you need to be able to profit from this very beautiful strategy. We hope you've learned something and you can apply starting today and going forward. If you find value in this very content, make sure to hit the like button. Of course, just so the video can also reach out to more people like you who may be interested in content like this. We're going to be seeing you guys on the next one. Until then, make sure you watch the next video right there, and of course learn everything we put together that helped us to kill that strategy 100%. Of course, check the playlist down below and also watch all the videos that we have put out this year, so you can sharpen your skill and become a sniper in the binary options game. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, keep trading, keep working hard, and have a good day.